Welcome Inner Universe community. My name is Sanchita Pandey and our topic for today is hearing the source. So what are the ways in which you can hear the source, the voice of the universe? Here we go. The first way to hear the voice of the universe, to hear the source, is by being at a vibration at which nature is, at which the source is, at which the universe is. Now, what is the way to raise your vibration to that level when you are full of peace, when you are full of satisfaction, when you are fulfilled in life? That is when you hear the voice of the source, when you are experiencing inner joy. Now your question will be, I am going through a difficult period in my life, and now does that mean I cannot hear the voice of the source? This is the time when you need to hear the voice of the source the most. You need to be inspired. You want to talk to God and ask, what is the way out of this difficulty? You can only when you garner the willpower, when you make it a point that no, this difficulty will not close my heart, this difficulty will not make me bitter. Instead, I'll be my sweet self. I'll keep my heart open. I'll be open to receiving messages from the universe. When you are open, when you keep your heart open to new possibilities, when you keep your heart open, expecting good things in your life, that is when you are going to hear the voice of God. Now, even when everywhere you can see difficulties, your life is not going on as you would wish it to go, but then you are in positive expectation. So, vibrationally, you are already there, up there, at the vibration of the universe, though you are not able to see it. But in no time, you'll start seeing more opportunities. You'll start seeing better people lining up in your life, bringing more telling you about more opportunities, and then you'll start getting inspirations. So everything will be shifting for your own good, for betterment at the physical level also. But how did it begin? When you vibrationally raised your frequency to the level of the universe. So you were undergoing difficulties, you were experiencing difficulties, and yet you had the willpower to still be happy, to still stay out of bitterness, to still be in positive expectation. Positive things are coming in my life. I am sure about this, and so despite these difficulties, I am joyful. Can you do that? If you can, get ready to receive miracles in your life. The second way to hear the voice of God, to hear the voice of the universe, is by staying out of bitter feelings, by staying out of that negative experience. What happens is you have physically moved away from that experience, but vibrationally you are still stuck there, because in your thoughts are also vibrations. So when you think about that negative experience again and again, vibrationally you are still aligned to that negative experience, to those negative people. Oh, I should have reacted in some other way, I should have said this, I should have done this, but you are stuck there. Move away from there. Sometimes wrong things happen, sometimes things go right. That is fine. It was an experience, and now you have decided to move forward. Now, your mind keeps you reminding of these experiences because somewhere you are hurt inside. So you have to train your mind to think about something else. Think of something positive from the past, or something nice that you would like to see in the future. Think of a beautiful experience and then ask your mind to keep quiet. I am not in for this discussion. Just say, keep quiet. I have decided to move forward, and you talk to your mind saying this. You are talking to your mind, saying, keep quiet. I have decided to move forward. Think of yourself as an athlete who is running on the track. Will you ever look back what the others are doing? No. You have to run forward if you are a real athlete. So become that real athlete. Let go of your past experience, good, bad, your mistake or somebody else's mistake. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is detach from that negative vibration and move forward. The third way to hear the voice of God is by surrendering. How will you know that yes, you have surrendered in faith, in absolute trust in the universe? You'll be happy. And it will surprise everyone, and you yourself will be surprised. Things are not right now, and how am I so happy? Because you trust the universe. You know, though you are not able to see what good lies for you, you know something good must be coming for me, because the universe is always working in my favor, and always the best of things come in my life. That is how you think about your life. Always positive, always in expectation of something good coming in your life. So surrender, let go. When you let go, you let God. The fourth way to hear the voice of God is by asking yourself one question: what do I observe in my reality? Now, do you keep discussing that same old problem with your colleagues? Do you feel like a victim? Because then such a feeling will always be a part of your subconscious mind, and you are the creator of your life. So in the present moment, if you are feeling like a victim, if you are discussing how things went wrong, they should have gone in your favor, but they did this, blame game, what is happening? You are not able to move forward. You are not your job alone. You are more than that. You are a limitless being. There must be some kind of blessing in your life. So to understand what is the good that lies in this experience, though it seems so negative and you feel like this is a difficulty in your life, there must be something really good lying for you, only if you are able to find that treasure. And for that you have to connect with the source. You have to stop cribbing, complaining, discussing about your old issues, and move forward vibrationally and connect with the source to hear the voice. It is like the radio transmitter. You will not be able to hear the channel till you tune in to a specific channel. So which channel are you tuned into right now? To the channel where you hear all the complaints, to the channel where you blame everybody and others say, yes, you are so right, the world is very bad. But then you are not tuned into the right frequency. So tune in your own radio transmitter and attract all the opportunities, all the good things in life like a magnet. And everything begins with your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and your trust in the universe. The fifth way you can hear the voice of God is by deciding to use this negativity, this negative experience, to gain momentum in your life. You always have two choices. One is to get bogged down, crib, complain. The other is to gain momentum. Now I will prove to you who I am. I am going to find my purpose in life. I am going to see what I am worthy of. I know I am limitless. So this is how you gain momentum. I must do it now. I'll work hard, but I must achieve this. And this is a great place from where you can ask the universe what you want, because you are amidst chaos, you are amidst difficulties. Now ask the universe, every cell will be shrieking for justice. This is the right place from where you can ask, universe, please give me abundance. Please inspire me for better things in life. Please inspire me for my purpose in life. And you will see your life change magically towards abundance, towards success, towards happiness. The sixth way you can hear the voice of the universe is by focusing on your strengths. The great author John Maxwell says that when you are very bad at doing something, what happens is the more you practice, you can only go from very bad to bad. In school also, when you get a C grade in a subject, you are asked to work harder in that subject. But you do not have aptitude in a particular subject, so you cannot become really good in that. So why waste your time focusing on something you do not have aptitude in? Why not focus on your strengths and become a master there in that subject? So focus on your strengths. Where you focus on, that grows. Now your abundance will grow. Here is the story of Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. One day, he just asked himself, what is that one thing I can do well? What is that one thing I know well? And he knew the recipe of fried chicken. He started off his own business, and the rest is a success story. So that is how focus on what you know best. Focus on your assets. Focus on what you can do from here. The next right step you can take from this place of difficulty. What is that? When you focus on solution, you align with the vibration of solution. And the vibration of solution is not the same as the vibration of a problem. So when you want a solution to something, you need to focus on solution. There are always 5 solutions available for every problem. The 7th way to hear the voice of the universe is by asking the universe, asking nature, asking your angels. They are all in a very high vibration and they are the same. So ask your angels for help. Ask your angels for inspiration. Ask what you want. We are always cribbing about, this is not good in my life. These people are not good. This situation is not good. Always ask for what you want. Be clear. Have clarity about what you want. And once you ask the right question, you'll get the answer. How will you get the answer? You can get the answer in your dreams, or you are just working, doing normal chores in your house, and all of a sudden an idea will strike you. Or you get an inspiration to do. Now you have to follow the inspiration. Don't ask anybody, just follow the inspiration. You have to do it. And once you take that first step of following your inspiration, the rest will be a story of success and abundance, happiness and well-being. One day, I dreamt of some kind of grave illness in my life, and all of a sudden, in the dream, I became active and I said, no God, this is not possible. Cure it right now. Cure it right now, I tell you. And God said, okay, I am curing you right now. This is just gone. It is no more in your life. And I was relieved. In my dream, I felt that relief. I said, wow, now it is gone. And after about 15 days, somebody called me up and this acquaintance told me about the same thing, the same disease. And she was very sad about it. And I knew this was not about me. This was about this person. And so I said, don't worry, you are all right. And she was surprised when she got the reports and everything was normal. And even the doctors were actually surprised. We have been dealing with such cases for about 15 to 20 years and this has never happened. We just can look at a patient and tell this is there. And how come this is normal? We would like to check the reports again and again, and they are still checking the reports. But this is how miracles take place. So you see, I got the information in my dream, I knew this cannot happen because it was cured right there in my dream, and that is what happened in reality also. So this is how the angels contact you in your dreams. You can get inspiration from anywhere, from conversations you hear from people, and you'll just know from something you read. There are innumerable ways in which the universe can contact you. That is why they say nothing happens by accident. Everything is a message from the universe. Pay attention. Be ready for change also. Once you get an inspiration, you have to act on it. You have to trust the universe and you have to walk on that path. So dreaming is one thing. You have those dreams, you have to work for your dreams also. So that includes making changes in your life, stepping out of your comfort zone and going for it. The eighth way to hear the voice of the universe, to hear the voice of God, is by meditating every day, at least for 15 minutes. Now, meditation does not mean that you sit and meditate. It can be doing anything you love to do. And you are in a meditative state. You have quietened your mind. Your mind is in a space of no thought. You feel absolute quietness, silence, not talking. And that is how you will just know when any kind of inspiration is coming. You cannot keep chatting whole day, talking whole day, and being busy doing something or the other the whole day and get inspirations also. So talk less, discuss less, mind your words. Your words should be always positive, about well-being, about beautiful things in your life, rather than about any negativity that you observe in and around you. The ninth way you can hear the voice of the universe is by knowing your purpose. When you know your purpose, you are truly aligned with the divine self. You are truly involved in co-creating with the universe because there is an inner universe. Now you are aligned, your physical being and your inner being. The twins that Easter Hicks calls them, they are one now. So you are one in mind, body and spirit. The best way you can manifest, the best way you can align with the universe. So align with your purpose, because now your work won't feel like work at all. It is like you're serving humanity. You have something to share with humanity, and you are also enjoying abundance in your life. So you are not working, you are enjoying. You are in a meditative state of joy, of silence, and still enjoying your work and reaching out to others, sharing your joy, sharing your skills, sharing your knowledge. Do that and enjoy abundance and joy in your life. The 10th way you can hear the voice of God is by understanding that this difficulty you are going through has come to change your path in life, has come to remind you that you are limitless. You are not only meant for that specific person. You are not only meant for that specific job. You are more than that. Discover yourself. Discover the unlimited potential that lies within you, latent within you. Activate your potential, and then what you will hear from God is, how will God talk to you? In the form of emotions of joy, in the form of emotions of satisfaction, fulfillment. It will be like your heart is dancing all the time. You are not physically dancing, your entire body is dancing. You are so happy inside doing something you love to do. That is the voice of God. That is alignment with God's frequency. The 11th way you can hear the voice of God is by praying. Now, when you worry, you are imagining negative things. So that is negative use of imagination. When you pray, you are asking God for what you want. You exactly know what you desire. And that is what prayers go up and blessings come down. That is what you are going to receive. Prayers are powerful, and simple prayers are really powerful, the ones that come out of your heart. And when you are going through a difficult phase, every cell in your body wants a better life, and so your prayers will come out of your heart, out of the core of your inner being, and they'll reach right there to the universe, to God. So pray. When you pray, you are talking to God. And then listen in silence. Sit in silence for some time every day. That is why meditation is important. Listen when God talks to you. That is your intuition. You just know this is an inspiration. God is telling me something. You will just know. Telepathy is for real. Synchronicity is for real. So you will just know this message has come to me to deliver something that the universe wants to convey to me. And you will not be able to explain it to anybody, but you will know that yes, I got my message, I got the answer. This is how God talks to you in subtle language, subtle experiences. You have to be really aware all the time to receive these messages. The 12th way in which we can hear the voice of God is by being in the present moment. Now, your question can be, if we are always anchored in the present moment, do we not think about our future? Do we not have to plan about our future? Yes, you do have to plan about your future. But whatever you are doing in the present moment is what is making your future. So if you take care of your present moment, if you are utilizing this time properly, your tomorrow must be good. But still, if you are planning for your future, whenever you think about your future, think in terms of hope. So whenever you imagine something, expect good to come to you. Be hopeful for your future. Never think about the future in terms of worry, in terms of anxiety, what will happen. That is fear, that is insecurity, and that is negative vibration. So if you are thinking about your future, think in hope, think in possibilities, think in terms of more opportunities coming to you, think in terms of more abundance you are enjoying in your life. That is the right way to think about your future, because that is imagining positive things coming in your life. You imagine and you bring them in your reality, because imagination is God. And last but not the least, the 13th way to hear the voice of God is, let not circumstances decide how you feel inside, because happiness is an inner job. Happiness already lies within you. It is a state of your mind. It is just a choice you make every moment. Despite the difficulties, despite chaos outside, despite everything not going well, you can still decide to be happy. You choose to be happy no matter what. Now, if happiness is a choice you make, that means you'll get all the inspirations, you'll hear the voice of God, because it is like the universe gives you more happiness when you are happy. That is the law of the universe. When you crib, when you complain, you get more reasons to crib and complain. So when your thought is energy, when you think about people who complain, when you think about people who have not been nice to you, you get more of such people in your life, because you are attracting such experiences and people in your life. So what you do not want, just do not focus on that. As you remove your focus, you stop giving energy to those negative people, negative circumstances, negative experiences in your life, and situation changes in your life. So everything is about you. Do not blame anybody else. But yes, now that you are going through a difficult time, are you to blame? No. Here there is a change of path. Here, take it as a blessing. Take it as something bigger and better coming to your life. This is my personal experience. Every time after the difficulty, something good comes in your life. And so, stay in positive expectation of receiving something wonderful. And now you will know your purpose in life, and you will enter a realm of abundance and success in your life. And when you look back, you will thank this difficulty. You will thank them that, thank you, you were not good to me. Merry Christmas to all of you. May this Christmas bring lot of love and abundance in your life. Thank you so much for joining me here, Inner Universe Community. My blessings and love are always with you. I send you my blessings, and I wish lot of abundance, love, peace, satisfaction in your life. May all your dreams and wishes come true. Thank you. Namaste.